That. I have a healthy respect of my motorcycle. Respect it, motherfucker. And you'll be fine. Know that that bike can go faster than I will ever want to go is all I need to know. I don't gotta do it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see them dudes on fucking like the Max Risk channels on YouTube, which I watch a lot of motorcycle vlogs and shit. Like them dudes that be on like the canyons doing 160 and 70 and shit with traffic and all that bullshit. Like them dudes on a whole nother wavelength. That's like they're in the same realm as people that drive race cars. Like I go fast, but you're in that category of people. People that drive race cars and fly jets. People that don't let fear confound their hobbies. You know what I'm saying? People that ride dirt bikes and do fucking motocross and backflips on BMX bikes and skateboards and shit. Like, that's a whole different breed of person. You see them and be like, these motherfuckers crazy. But they look at you in your safe little world and they think you're fucking crazy. Like, people that talk like wild about motorcycles, grown men, when I hear them say like, oh, I'm scared. I had a homeboy was talking about getting a bike with me, and I swear his girl that he probably been with for like a year, he was talking about it, and then as soon as he's like, I'm gonna get a bike. I was like, yo, why don't you get a bike? His girl was like, no, you ain't. This ain't even your wife. I'm telling you, oh, no, you ain't. And he just got like, didn't say nothing. And never got a bike. Like, bitch made shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, you ain't. There's dudes that live like that, man. Like, y'all seem crazy to me. Dudes that look at a motorcycle and be like, that's too dangerous. You sound nuts to somebody like me. Like, I couldn't live like you. I can never go back to that. Like, I'm at the point where I don't even think I'll ever get another car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never get another coupe or a useless ass car. Like, I had a coupe, G37 coupe, and I was like, it was the most like useless, impractical fucking car. It looked nice, but it was just like, why did I have this shit after a while? It was cool riding around in it, meeting women and shit. They see you in your new shit. Oh, let's go for a ride. They realize you ain't a bum. You know what I'm saying? But it was all when I was on my blue pill shit. Like, I wanted to get a car to look cool. You know what I'm saying? For that validation and shit. And it was really like pointless. Now I'm like, the next vehicle I get is either going to be something super practical, simple, use some little fucking Prius or some shit. Like, real talk, man. Or I'm going to get a pickup truck. Like, literally. One of two things. Like, something I could put my bike in the back and trail it around and take it places. That's about it. I'm done with cars, man. I drive too much to want a car. Like, real shit. I'm dead serious, man. Like, I'll never go back to that. But to exist, sometimes you have to have a healthy respect of life and start taking the fear out of your thoughts, man. Sometimes you guys, you're fearful of things, but you never put it into words, but that's what it is. It's fear of failure, fear of being judged, or people laughing at you, or, you know what I'm saying? What's the point? Live your life, dude. Fuck all this scared shit, man. Real talk. Fuck all this scared shit. It has no benefit to you. Am I telling you to go out and get a motorcycle tomorrow? No. I'm not telling anybody to do that. But whatever your motorcycle is, go out and do it, man. Whatever that may be. Whether it's going on a trip or going on a goddamn roller coaster for the first time. Just fuck it. There's no point in being scared of shit, man. Like I don't deal in the concept of fear. Like if it was a lion in front of me, I wouldn't say I fear the lion. I say I respect it. I respect the fact that they can fuck me up. But I don't fear the motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about having respect for things, having respect for nature, having respect for life, and you'll live a more fuller life just by having respect of it. You know what I'm saying? It's really that simple. You know, when I think about all these little fucking hood rat chicks, like these stories I hear, of these, I think Brian Solange dropped a couple of videos about all these little hood rats getting killed by their little thug boyfriends or getting shot in the mix with their thug ass boyfriends. You know, all these thug ass music chicks that listen to. You ever notice, like, now, you know, it ain't about respect no more. Like, nobody in the black community got respect for nothing no more. They don't got respect for life. They don't got respect for each other. They don't got respect for nothing. And, you know, that leads into people having a mindset where it's like, nothing gonna happen to me. You know, you hear these stories of these young girls, these thug-ass thug wives and shit, with they trapper boyfriends listening to stupid-ass music like City Girls and Cardi B, and I only fuck with niggas in the trap, and niggas with guns, and niggas that... You hear these dumb-ass bitches talking about how they only fuck with drug dealers and gangsters, and shoot niggas as shooters, and it's fucking sad, man. Because they don't have a respect of that life. And these bitches end up getting cut down, shot up, murdered right in the car with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know how many thug girlfriends got killed back in the 80s and 90s? You know what I'm saying? That's how stupid these bitches is. And these niggas that live that life, you dumb too. Like, it's so many chicks from back in the 80s, like the Rich Porters and all of them Alpo eras. You know how many of these niggas' girlfriends was getting kidnapped? How many of these niggas' girlfriends was getting shot and murdered off the strength of this nigga? I'm dead serious. How many chicks were getting killed sitting in cars, sitting in nice BMWs with their boyfriends while somebody come and shoot up the car? Real talk. Standing next to their boyfriend at the club or wherever the fuck, at the VIP, and get shot the fuck up just for being with them. You know? Like, think 80s, 90s, 2000s up to now. These chicks getting taken out, arguing with these boyfriends, these thug gangster niggas that carry guns and carry straps. But yet she still get up in his face and push him and slap him and tell him to shut the fuck up and cheat on these dudes. And then these simp ass niggas go off and haul off and murder these chicks. There was some story he told, Solange told, about this baby mom and her boyfriend. They was engaged and they had guests over the house and had a long ass argument while the guest is in the crib. Nobody went up there and be like, y'all good. Next you know, he ended up shooting a bitch in the head and shooting himself in the head and killing himself with house guests downstairs playing cards and shit. You know how black people are. We don't get involved. We let motherfuckers fight. That's they fight. That's they business. They end up pulling and blowing this bitch head off. That shit is crazy, man. And all them thug chicks he's talking about. Little, you know, and the sad part, these chicks getting shot in the head, shot up in their cars. You know, cause they got these boyfriends, right? These drug deal ass, thug ass, jailbird, bum ass boyfriends, right? These niggas is out there more than likely driving their cars around. This is how dumb these bitches is. These niggas is driving your car around on the block with enemies, going to do his drops or shooting at people, maybe. You know what I mean? Doing all type of shit in your car, riding around with his homeboys that got drama in your car while you at work or whatever the fuck, borrowing your car to go do dirt. And then your dumb ass driving around in the car like it's all good with your kids in the back, and the nigga enemies come shoot your car up because they remember this nigga being in your shit. That's how this shit go down. That's why these chicks get murdered and killed. Just off association alone, bro. A lot of motherfuckers could look at homegirls back in the day that got shot in the head, or, you know, back in New York when we was coming up, girls getting shot in the leg and, you know, getting their house door kicked in by the feds and the cops and having raids on their crib and shit like that. You know, one of these chicks I used to fuck with, her little sister, like 29, 30, dating some 22-year-old thuglet, right? And I knew when I was fucking with her, you know, her brother was locked up, her sister was a little blood, you know what I mean? And she was like, and I really thought, like, she's not, even though she tries to carry herself like she's not of these people, I knew that she was not far from that. I knew she had some fucking gangsta-ass ex-boyfriend somewhere down the line, and some nigga, and I asked her one time, you ever did do a tattoo on his face? Yeah, like, these are the so-called everyday working chicks. You know, but still, they always got some thug-ass boyfriend on their resume. Some gang-banging motherfucker on their resume. Sorry about that sound. I was riding through some construction. So I kind of hit the line on the shit. It's a little sensitive when you go over the line. But, you know, I could tell, like, and then one day we ain't talked for a while. This is how I relate. It was so fucked, we just stopped talking to each other for 2 months. This is how black people relationships is now. Like, you date somebody, they fall, y'all fall off for a couple of weeks while, you know, y'all fucking other people and shit like that. Then y'all come back to each other. This is how people have all these oops babies and this paternity bullshit. Because our relationships don't be solid. We date, lose contact for a couple of weeks, go see other people, fuck other people, then come back, and now we back on and do it over and over. And that's how you start adding all these people to your relationship. So when dudes look up and be like, damn, my baby, oh, is that my baby? I don't know if that, it's because your relationship ain't stable, dog. Even a stable relationship, chicks are cheating. So if you and your girl taking a break and y'all ain't talking, or you just dating, you know, dating, I don't even really get into dating so much. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Hope y'all following along. This is just a general, just talk, because I haven't talked to you brothers in a minute, but it's been a lot of shit I've just been generally thinking about, right? And all these, like, it's been all these murders of these girls in these hoods, Chicago, wherever the fuck. You know, they getting killed in, like, these wild ass street fashions. Like, what the fuck? You know, but I'll get into that. So anyway, so the girl that I was dealing with, we would not talk for a while, then we would talk. And it'd be like, when we talk, it's like we playing catch up, like, so what's been going on? You know, even though we just was been fucking like rabbits a month ago. It was so dysfunctional. I'm mad I even put up with that shit that long. But anyway, she would tell me all the shit going on. Yeah, I've been da-da-da-da. Oh, her boyfriend, this little bitch, her little sister boyfriend, being that he's at her crib and with her and walking around the block, they was in, she lived in South Central, right? And her fucking, it was like the neighborhoods or some shit, cribs, I don't know what the fuck it was, I ain't from around that bitch, right? The little nigga got her mama and daddy house shot up. Because niggas trying to kill him. This is the type of little fucking niggas that the chick I was dealing with, sister dealt with. So I knew that she wasn't too far from that. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when I first started dealing with her, I go back on Facebook and I see all type of little gang banging ass niggas hugged up on her. And I already knew, thugly ass, I already knew. Like, it's a short stop, man. I'm telling you niggas, man. I could try to fuck with these chicks and act like, I mean, you're going to be coming behind some dirty ass niggas, man. I'm telling you. Some jailbird, grimy ass, trap boy ass, killing ass, robbing ass niggas done fucked your bitch before you, bro. You know? While he was fucking multiple other bitches and they all didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? These are niggas is giving bitches herpes and gonorrhea and HPV and HIV and abortions and all that shit. Kids, you know, this is what it is. So these chicks is so affiliated with this lifestyle that the guns start coming out. When the guns start coming out, niggas is looking for whoever got to do with this nigga. So your boyfriend is a thug ass nigga, you riding in the car with him, showing out, right? He riding around in your car because most of them fuck bum ass niggas, right? So he riding around in your car, niggas see you in the car, and start clapping it up. These chicks getting shot up in the fucking whip. And you know what's the saddest part about it? When the news is doing the stories about these girls, the only thing left behind they got to show these girls is a bunch of fucking selfies. You ever notice that now? Like when the news get a picture of somebody, they don't even have no like a graduation picture or a picture of them laughing with their family or at the fucking water park or I don't know, you know, on vacation. Nah, these, you know, they got pictures. Everybody pictures a selfie. All these girls got as their memory or their digital footprint after their life been taken out is a fucking selfie of them standing in the bathroom. Real shit. Girls done got fucking murdered, and the only thing you got for people to remember you by is a fucking Facebook and an Instagram and a Snapchat full of bullshit. Bullshit ass posting, stupid ass pictures and dumb shit. Be mindful of that. You understand? Because this shit gonna represent you when you gone. All y'all social media fiend ass motherfuckers, just remember I told you that. When you gone, all this shit gonna represent you, dog. Some people is leaving Earth early as hell, and all they got is Snapchat and Instagram as they last will and testament, dog. And you look like a fucking idiot. You know, these chicks getting killed, and all they got is fucking Snapchat filters to fucking represent them when they talk about you in your obituary or whatever. Your fucking funeral, you're gonna have a funeral, right? And you know how the funeral, they usually have a photo of the person. You know, it's gonna be a fucking selfie or some shit nowadays. A Snapchat filter. But like, we laid young Shaniqua to rest. She was a good girl while she studied for her CNA certification. She died leaving 5 children at 24 years old. This the shit that we gonna be hearing, man. Like, they got footage of this young girl in Chicago, a single mother, whatever, a mother, hanging around a bunch of niggas on the corner, standing around with a fucking baby, right? This is the shit I'm talking about. Now I'm about to open the video up. Now I'm about to get on it. This bitch got a fucking 1-year-old standing around a bunch of known thug criminal niggas, right? Just standing outside, being nosy, wanting to be all... Instead of being in the fucking house with your goddamn child, no, this bitch want to be outside on the street corner with a bunch of gangsters. Niggas pull up, open fire. Now, of course, here's the thing. Now, of course, the actual street niggas that she was with, they know who their enemies are. So they hightailed it out of there immediately. Right? But the girl, not really being aware of what's going on, she's the one that gets caught and gets shot in the back. Now she's hobbling, and check this out. They love they thug niggas so much, but if you look at the footage, the girl gets shot. She's limping, holding the baby. Now, easily the bullet could have went through her, hit the baby, all of that shit, right? She get hit. The niggas running alongside of her. They look at her. He looked back at her. He literally right next to her, running full speed. Look at her, and kept running, and left her ass right there by herself to go hide behind a fucking car and die with her child in her arms. You knew she was dead because when they picked up and put her in the car, the bitch was limp as hell, and the baby just standing there. It don't even look like it was crying, just standing there. That's how used to this shit the baby was. You know what I mean? Being around this type of energy. Old man come out, get the baby. He don't even look like, it's just some everyday shit. Like, all right, take it to the hospital. They ain't even, you know what I'm saying? No emotion. Nobody coming out crying. It's just like, bury the girl, take it to the hospital. Bury the dead. You know? No respect for life, yo. And it's wild. One of the other girls that got killed, she get killed like 3 o'clock in the morning. Some crazy shit, right? Dog, 3 o'clock in the morning. She get murdered, hanging out in the fucking street. These bitches all mothers. All of them. All of them got kids. Ain't none of them, you know, they all got children. They hanging out 2, 3, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning around a bunch of gangsters and get hit up in crossfire and shot the fuck up. This shit is mind-blowing. And you know these bitches, all they listen to is fucking Cardi B, all that music about, I love me a trap nigga, I love me a thug nigga, only niggas with money, I only fuck with niggas that bust they gun and all that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And these bitches will live that life until they get their heads blown off, dog. Like, that's how real it is. That is some serious fucking indoctrination, boy, if you ask me. That is some serious motherfucking indoctrination. Like, I don't feel sorry for these motherfuckers in the street no more. I don't. Listen, back in the listen, I don't feel sorry for none of these motherfuckers. All these little thug niggas and all these little thug bitches. These chicks in these songs now is rapping street shit. If you listen to these new bitches they got coming out now, they're rapping street shit about clapping and all that. They like female Chief Keefs and shit. This is the cult. This is where it's going. I peeped this shit years ago. I knew it was going to get like this. Like, it was going to get so violent that the women were going to take on the violence of the young men, like mirror that shit. Where girls going to be shooting at girls. I seen videos of fucking young chicks in Chicago brandishing guns and shit like that. Like, this is what it is. I remember a rap lyric back in the day, Rod Digger said. Rod Digger was like, I'm waiting on the day when bitches shoot bitches. You know what I mean? She said that shit back in the 90s, dog. I'm waiting for the day when bitches start to shoot bitches. I don't know if it was a freestyle or a song, but I remember her saying that. Well, Rod Digger, you got your wish. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that street shit, man. When I think about it, like, I really go back in my mind. And a lot of you brothers is over 30, you know, 35, 40, in your 50s. And you remember the different eras of the street. Like, you remember the 80s. The crack 80s, dog. Do you remember that shit? A lot of y'all was in LA. Some of y'all brothers was down south, Midwest. Some of y'all brothers on the East Coast, New York, like myself. And y'all know what was going on. People was getting murdered like it wasn't shit over nothing. You understand? Dudes was killing. They was killing the drug dealer. They was killing his girlfriend. They was going in the house killing his moms. Like, this is what was going on. They was shooting up the crib with a whole family in the living room. This is the type of shit that was happening, yo. Thug girlfriends was never safe. I don't know where these new chicks, it's like, it's a fucking shame that women don't really check the younger girls. Like, they really don't. It's like they'll let them have it because they don't want to interrupt the young girls doing the bullshit, because they remember doing that same bullshit when they was 20, 21, and 17, and 25. You know what I'm saying? Even the same chicks that remember they homegirls getting murdered, hanging around with their fucking thug-ass boyfriends. And they will not tell these chicks to leave these niggas alone. That shit is mind-blowing. Like, these chicks will not tell these young girls to leave these thug motherfuckers alone. These same chicks who done went on the jail visits, who got kids, who fathers doing 15, 25 years. You know what I'm saying? These same chicks who done duck bullets hanging around their boyfriends in the club or getting shot at or got shot. Who done did time, went to jail, went upstate, went to prison for holding drugs or being caught in the car with their boyfriend with drugs in the car. And had to do time, had to sit for 1 to 3, 7, 10 years fucking around with some thug ass boyfriend. Like, where's those women that tell them, like, yo, I remember my homegirl got shot up sitting in a fucking BMW with her boyfriend back in 86. Why? Nobody wants to tell these stories, man. When are we gonna keep it a buck? Like, I don't feel sorry for these motherfuckers, man. All y'all little niggas still out there selling drugs. Y'all still hustling. Listen, back in the 80s, all that Rich Porter shit we be talking about and they making movies about, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you the reality of that shit. All that Alpo, Rich Porter, all of that shit they making movies about, right? All that shit, Jim Jones and all these niggas swear they like the progeny of these niggas, right? But they rappers. You know? Rick Ross and all these niggas trying to pretend to be these niggas that was these big time drug dealers. Big Meech. Let me tell you something. These niggas' runs of getting all this money it was all of 2 to 3 years, man. You know that, right? See, the way they tell the story, you thinking niggas like Rich Porter and Alpo and AZ, and you think these dudes was hustling for like 15 years or some shit. The whole story of these niggas' life hustling was like a couple of years before the shit went bad. Big Meech and BMF, come on, man. How long you think that went on? Them niggas did all of that shit in a small window of a couple of years. Maybe 5, 6. These motherfuckers wasn't on top for decades. Who told you that? This is back in the 80s, before all the internet and all that shit. Motherfuckers was getting 2, 3, 4 years, maybe, in between jail time, getting shot at. This is what was happening. These dudes wasn't getting all of this money and they were just living lavishly forever and ever and ever, like the fucking movies. Are you fucking kidding me? Until like fucking John Shaft kicked in your door. Like, no. That shit travels quick. And the way these dumbass niggas go out, they want to get jewelry and cars. Yo, you're not going to be hustling long, man. These motherfuckers getting, nowadays in 2019, these these average little niggas you see online with money and guns and all that Instagram shit, these dumbass niggas is probably getting 6 months, if that. Just because of social media. Just because of social media and the internet. These motherfuckers probably getting money for 6 months. Then they go to jail or get murdered. And this is the lifestyle that these motherfuckers is still advocating in music. No respect. Fear for life, whatever you want to call it. Nobody respects the streets no more. I don't. But the people that's in the streets don't respect the streets. All it's about is gang, gang, gang. Hashtag this and chopper boy that and da-da-da. This block, that block, and pull up boys and all that. Run up and yelling at each other on fucking Snapchat. Yo, man. If you still out there in the streets, man, right now, you're a fucking idiot. You only got a matter of time, boy. And these chicks out here is still running behind these niggas because they listening to this stupid ass music. City Girls, Cardi B. They believe this shit. That bitch that's hanging with that street nigga, excuse my language, I usually try to talk a little better, but this is what we talking about, niggas and bitches. We ain't talking about, you know, distinguished people. We're talking about the lower dregs of so-called black society. Niggas and bitches. Right? These chicks still chase after these dudes because they believe this shit is real. That chick is the mirror image of that nigga. She's the female version of that dude. I keep telling y'all. It ain't about nothing. It ain't about no fucking job, nothing. Alpha, nothing. Fuck that. These bitches wouldn't know a real man if the nigga put his dick down her throat. What I'm telling you is, these chicks are the mirror image. Dudes don't really understand that women have a capacity for evil just like everybody else. Right? Despicable things. These women are doing their babies dirty. Chopping their babies up, putting them in microwaves, ovens. Come on, man. Women are capable of fucked up shit. What is a woman that has a propensity for street life and guns and drugs and mischief and drama? What the fuck she gonna do with a 9 to 5 dude? She been listening to fucking drill music all her fucking life. Of course she gonna find a little dusty nigga. This is how impressionable women in the black community. The niggas that's getting all the ass is skinny, tattooed niggas with dreads. Tell me I ain't lying. Skinny, tattooed niggas with dreads. Chief Keef looking motherfuckers. Because that's the image that's out. Women go with the image. If that's what's sexy, that's what women is fucking with. That's what they put on TV, that's what women is going for. It's very, very simple. Just like back in the 2000s, every nigga had to be cock diesel like 50 Cent. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Those were the niggas I was in. Diesel ass, 50 Cent looking niggas. And whatever trend was like that before was some Cali niggas, you know, with braids. You know, that's why everybody got braids like Snoop, cornrows and shit. Because that's what they were showing. Just think about it. Just think about it. Women are very trendy. I keep telling you, they're worldly, man. They go where the world goes. Whatever's popping in the streets, that's what women is doing, man. Why you think they come out with magazines like Spring, Summer Fashion line coming out next year? Because women give a fuck about shit like that. Oh, this is that dress from last year. That's so last year. oh, this is the new this is next season's dress. Like, men don't give a fuck about that shit, man. If I like some shit, I don't give a fuck when it came out, y'all. I'm wearing it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. Most of the shit men wears retro any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck still wears new Jordans? You know what I mean? I don't even fuck with Jordans, personally. I don't even fuck with Jordans at all. But who the fuck still wears new Jordans? Like, the Jordans that's the current Jordans. The 33s or whatever fuck. Who the fuck's buying those? You know what I'm saying? Nobody. All these new sneakers, when I go out in the mall and I look, all these new sneakers is trash. All of them. All these gay ass colors, stupid ass shit. Yo. Nobody's wearing new shit. The only shit that I wear that's current is probably Yeezys. I got a pair of Yeezys. You know what I mean? And I like them shits. Shit's mad comfortable. You know? And they just outlandish. Like, they just, you know? I like them shits. Can't really explain it. I just like Yeezys. But anyway. I only got one pair, but because trying to get them shits is like fucking a headache. So I don't really give a fuck. But anyway, women go with what's popping. Like, who the fuck is still... It blows my mind that black people are still pushing thug culture. Like, we still on this street shit. When the streets, with all this technology and shit, all y'all niggas hustling, I see y'all niggas in a year. That's how real it is. Any nigga you see hustling right now, check up on that nigga in a year. All these niggas that so-called rappers that's in the streets right now, look at them niggas in 6 months and watch how fucked up their life be. In and out of jail, getting beat up, shot at, shot. You know what I mean? How the fuck you gonna survive as a drug dealer when the number one rule is mum's the word and staying off the scene and staying low and staying quiet, get your money on the low, do your dirt while you're lonely? These are the fucking terms that we understood when it came to street shit. Being as quiet and off the, out of the scene as possible. Nobody knowing what you're doing. Yo, that was how you move. Now these niggas on social media, all type of shit. When you got beef, everybody know where you at. Y'all niggas on some pull up. On social media, inviting problems. Why would you do that? If you have such a lucrative drug business, why the fuck would you invite gunplay into your situation? Talking about pull up. Why? You know what I'm saying? No respect for the streets, yo. Fuck the streets. That's why all these niggas gonna be buried on the block. Eat, party, laugh, and die on the same corner. Real shit. Drink, party, laugh, and die on the same corner. That's all it's gonna be. It's gonna be these little thug niggas and these little thug mistresses. They're gonna be filling up with lead, man. These niggas don't give a fuck who they shooting now. They don't give a fuck about kids being around, mothers, grandmothers. Back in the day, niggas would at least, if shit got real, niggas would tell us to go home, G. Real shit. If we was playing ball or we was running around the park and the drama was about to pop off, niggas be like, yo, y'all gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta go home. Just go home. Shit about to get real. And we would know, we'd be like, alright, we out. Niggas would be out. Hear about that shit later. Now these niggas don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, how can you be in the streets for real when there's every element trying to kill you? These motherfuckers don't respect life. They don't give a fuck about life, dog. Nobody give a fuck about life. That's why they hustle the way they do. That's why they do gunplay the way they do. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say strapped up. That's why they shoot as reckless as they do. They really know it ain't gonna last long. It's really wild. That's why these chicks have these babies so fast. Because they really know it ain't gonna last long. And I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna say some shit and you might get upset. That girl that got shot in the back, hanging around them fucking savages with a fucking baby in her hand, right? That baby probably got a chance now that the mother's gone. Because that mother's influence was going to destroy that kid one way or another. And if the father get taken out, the kid might just have a chance. If the father survive, if he ain't in jail, you see what I'm saying? The kid might be lucky enough to get raised by their grandparents. But usually the grandparents ain't shit no more nowadays. Back in the day, the grandmothers was a whole different cloth of women, man. They came in and took over for your moms when she was on crack, drugged out. And your life got better. You know what I'm saying? We had food in the refrigerator, we ate. We always had school clothes. We went on trips. Went to the movies, went out to eat. You know what I mean? That's how it was when my grandmother was watching us. You know? My mom was on her shit. We ain't have a lot. We fucked up. We ain't had no food and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't think your kids don't pay for your mistakes. Don't think your kids ain't gonna feel the wrath of your fuck-ups as a parent. Your bad choices in a mate. Your bad choices in life as far as how you gonna make your money and what you doing. Don't think that you selling crack or coke or whatever, drugs, and shooting at niggas, and you gonna have a kid. Don't think that your kid is not gonna feel the wrath, dog. These little niggas don't give a fuck about killing your baby moms. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's a whole different ball game out here. This shit is cold, man. Like, all y'all chicks that listen, man. All y'all chicks that's out there with these hard heads, out on the block with these savages, pregnant, getting pregnant, having babies, listen. Don't say nothing when the fucking karma comes around. When the shit hits the fan, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't give a fuck about these niggas that's doing that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I have no sympathy for you. I don't shed no tears. Y'all niggas is dumbasses. You want to hang around a fucking piece of shit when there's a bunch of kids, there's a bunch of dudes in high school that's going to be something that you could be with, but you want to be with this motherfucking savage that got a lifespan, he ain't gonna make it to 25, and you want to start a family with a piece of shit like that? You want to hang around all avenues and all areas and all hours of the night with this fucking savage? You know what I'm saying? And then when the guns go off, everybody acting like she an innocent victim. She ain't no fucking innocent victim. When she's sitting in that car bought from drug dealing, and she gets shot the fuck up in the car with her boyfriend, she's some type of victim? Hell no, she ain't no fucking victim. She ain't no fucking victim, man. She knew what the fuck she was doing. She knew what she wanted to be a part of. You know what I mean? She knew that these rappers made it sound cool. These rap bitches made it sound cool to be around these fucking pieces of shit. Come on, man. Fucking city girls and all that dumbass shit. Think these chicks give a fuck about that? They love that shit. They want to be out on the corner, standing on the corner with their little trap boo. They want to be fighting his bitches and fighting his other baby mamas. They want to be out there with the gunplay. That's why they out there 2, 3 in the morning. Loving it, getting high, drinking. Can't wait to get pregnant. They love it. But when the shots start flying and motherfuckers start getting decapitated out there, you get almost numb to it, man. Because you know niggas out here is fucking dumbasses. And it's like, what you gonna do when you dealing with a dumbass? You supposed to feel sorry for these motherfuckers? Like, seriously? I don't feel sorry for you, man. I don't feel sorry for you, man. You know what I mean? You knew everything you was fucking doing with your life. Like, yo, I really don't get it. You chose this man. You laid with this man. Some of you even had this man's child. And then when these baby mamas get their fucking heads blown off, everybody's supposed to feel sorry for this bitch. Like thug baby mamas been getting their heads blown off for 30 fucking years now. Since the crack days. You telling me that, yo, you serious? Soon as shit get real, niggas is definitely killing the baby moms, dog. Are you serious? The baby moms is standing out there. You really hate this motherfucker and you want to kill him? And you see his baby moms too? You think these dudes is gonna fucking try to intentionally miss her? Hell no. Cause she out there repping that shit, talking that shit just like him. Go get them niggas, baby. Don't let them niggas violate you, baby. She holding his guns, holding his drugs. Yeah. Yeah. So when niggas push your fucking wig back, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about no more street shit, man. Fuck these dumbass niggas, man. Y'all focus on getting the fuck off the block. Ain't no fear, ain't no point in being scared of what's out there in the world. A lot of niggas are scared to go travel because they so used to the fucking streets that they don't want to go nowhere and see nothing. How sad are you? You don't want to go nowhere, but you know, you rather stand on the corner where niggas getting their heads blown off. Baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? This shit is wild, man. Back to this fucking truck. You know, there's a bunch of other things. I got more videos coming for you brothers. I just been watching these fucking stories, man. Like, yo, these chicks is really getting fucking taken out. And the fucked up part about it is that we catching it on camera and people are getting to see how your so-called thug life, how it really look. This so-called thug shit that these bitches in their car with their kids smoking weed and reciting the lyrics to whoever the fuck, Chief Keef or whatever. And they loving that shit, right? You love it though, right? And then you get to see how it really look on camera when the shots start flying. You know, and don't nobody look tough. I don't see nobody looking tough. You know, all I see is niggas running and getting killed. And getting killed in real life ain't as glamorous as it is in the movies. Ain't nobody holding your hand and sitting there telling you, hold on, man, it's going to be all right, and you get to say your last little words. Nah. You laid out, you dying in an awkward position. You get shot in the head, your body dying right where it's at. It's going to fall how it's going to fall. You're going to fall back on your leg and fall back with your leg twisted in the wrong direction, with your arm bent in the wrong direction under your body. That's how death looks like in real life. You're going to be slumped over up against a car with your fucking pants hanging off your ass. One shoe off. You're going to be like this chick, laid out, bleeding on top of your fucking baby. You think you're going to have fucking 5-10 minutes to sit there and get right with the Lord? Nah. You might have all of 14 seconds until your fucking body shuts down from that bullet hole in your fucking heart. Or that bullet shot in the back of your throat. Or that bullet, them couple of shots you took to the stomach, now you bleeding out. You really don't, you really think you got all that time like in the movies to run to the hospital? You got all that time to get in the car and hightail it to the hospital with a bullet in you? You're going to be like them cars that be getting, somebody gets shot and they go driving and they die while they driving and run into a fucking light pole or some shit. That's how death really looks. Closed caskets. Your mom can't even see your body when you're dead. Your mama got to come view your body with a bullet in your fucking mouth. Bullet in your eye. Where you get shot in the eye and your whole eye fucking disintegrate from the bullet and burn up. It's a black soot around your eye. Bullet shatter bones, skulls. That's what your mom has to go view. Because you don't know how to stay off the street. You think that, you know, G Herbo and all these little fake thug dudes, YM, NBA, Youngboy, this is what you want to be like. These the men you want to fuck. These the men you want to be like as a young dude. This is what you gonna get. Shit bags come with the streets. Wheelchairs. Permanent disability. Being deaf in one ear from a bullet. Hitting your fucking head but not killing you. Your face slumped over. Like what's his name? Conway. That's what you get. Paralysis of the body. Half your body don't fucking work. Because your nerves is bad from bullets. You ain't got no liver, your spleen, your bladder. You got one lung. Like fucking Beanie Siegel, one fucking lung. Gotta walk through life whispering, because you can't fucking breathe all the way. That's if you survive. Maybe be a brain dead vegetable. And let's not talk about jail. I mean, most of these niggas is turning state's witness anyway, just to cut down their jail sentence. Jail must be really bad. If so-called gangsters could go out and murder somebody, but turn around and snitch, or try to work with the police so they get less time, must be pretty bad in there. All them jail stories is true, bro. You tough guys. They ain't making that shit up. Niggas will rape you in jail. Niggas will kill you in jail. Niggas will herb you out in jail. All you niggas who tough with guns, go in jail with no hands. All y'all skinny dreadlock niggas that can't fight, that gotta grab a gun because you can't throw your hands, you gonna go in jail with the real big monsters. They got that razor blade fighting style. You ever seen that shit? Where they keep a razor, but it's like a fighting style. They do it razor blades. It's some crazy shit. Look it up. It's like some fighting style they made up in jail with razors. I don't think you want to fight people like that. Niggas will have you sunned out walking around with your pockets hanging out, holding your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Doing things you don't want to do when the lights go out. If you're a tough guy, but you ain't really tough. You only tough with a gun. You ain't really no hand-to-hand combat, nigga. You going in there with niggas doing 25, been doing 25 years of life. Niggas is all muscle. Been working out 15, 20 years straight. Niggas will kill you with their bare hands. That's what come with it. That's why everybody's snitching. Because they know that's what come with it. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time, gangster. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to have a healthy fear of things. But it's even better to have respect. Respect what jail is. Respect what the streets are. If it ain't for you, stay the fuck off the block. Stop listening to these fucking rappers. Turn that shit off. Listen to some goddamn classical music or something. Some jazz. I don't think that drill music is for you, dog. If you gonna hear that shit and get inspired to go out and do it, you might want to turn that shit off. Might not be for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's a Thinking Man's Templar. I went on super long. I got more stuff coming, man. I just wanted to drop this. I just driving. I had some shit on my mind. I just wanted to talk about it. I hope you brothers good. I hope you're blessed, man. All praise to the Most High for His love and mercy and insight. And I hope you brothers stay wise. Take care of yourselves. Get your passports. Save your money. Work hard. Kill all that materialistic shit. Minimize. Don't buy things you don't need. But also enjoy yourself. Enjoy your experiences. Fuck that social media shit. Anyway, cover your six. It's a Thinking Man's Templar. Just checking in with y'all brothers. Hope y'all had a blessed week. I'll come back with some more shit.